We are allegedly live. Let's just move a few of the big bits of junk on my desk so I can see that monitor's taskbar, or at least the bit above it, which has all of the details, like I've been streaming for 11 seconds. Oh yeah. So I've got a chat, which is really useful. That's a new feature, or a feature I didn't notice last time. Yeah. So, I'm looking at a chat, I've got a game, it's not going to cooperate, is it? OBS, stay on the right monitor. It's rude. Okay, anyway, so, I did 5 hours of this earlier. I've done all the story missions, I just kind of rolled with it. I was waiting for work, and I was like, you know, my work's at X time, I'll just keep playing until then, and then did that, then got back, had another job to do a little bit later, did another few missions. So I've played the game, however, because I went, you know what, I'm quite enjoying this, I'm going to get the DLC. Because, you know, I'll be one of those terrible people that didn't buy it at the start and then buys it for slightly more money like a few hours later. I make good choices. Big sip. So, I've not played any of the DLC yet. Ooh, that was a red line. Okay. My audio is hopefully not terrible. Let's find out. If anyone comments, do tell me. Oh yeah, I need to set that to a live chat so I can see everything. So I've got, I'm told, 4 new missions. Well, it might just be 1 new mission and 3 little scenarios. I don't remember. People have said good things about it. We'll find out. As you can see, there's a few gaps on the map. Hopefully those are going to get filled in later. The Skarloey Railway, the Mountain Railway, all of Edward's branch line, Duck's branch line, all that stuff. I'm hoping that might come out as future DLC. If this game is well received and, you know, sells enough, then they might do that. Currently it's kinda limited, but honestly, I got 5 hours of, like, locked-in enjoyment out of it, which, you know, it's got a good tutorial. That's a big feature, because when I played regular Train Sim, I failed the first mission, because I couldn't work out how you open the doors. Wish I was joking. Right, so we've got Shunting Challenge Knapford. Pretty sure I did that. I've done Thomas and Gordon, Thomas and Bertie, Percy, branching out, Leaves. So I've got a shunt trucks into the correct order at Knapford Station. Tell you what, in an effort to make, you know, see if anyone actually turns up, I'm going to start by doing this one, and then we'll do the James Bonds after that. Because that seems like a good plan. There are collectible books, paintings, hats, and whistles scattered around the island. Can you find them? You've got to go get them. Okay, so I did something like this earlier, and there's probably a much better way of doing it. If you know, tell me.
Challenge. As you can see,
Big sip. Why is this glass so awful for just dripping? Like, I'm not clumsy at drinking, it's just, there's just water on my floor now.
You should try to get the truck shunted in as few moves as possible to increase your score.
Yes, I understand. Okay, so we're going to go with the outside, the cab view. Where are they? I need to put myself in reverse. I need to accelerate in reverse, because that's how that works. And I also need to go... Where am I going? So we open the map with number 9. I am set to go over there. Okay. Let's accelerate in the right direction. So, where have we got what? So I need to not go too fast, because we're in a yard. And, you know, he's got brakes. He's not got amazing brakes. I probably should have taken one of those turns. So we've got... Pressing the wrong buttons. I'm multitasking really well. So we need to grab those specific wagons. But no brake van. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3 in reverse order. 5 and 6 are together. 4. So I'm going to start with getting 6 and 5 together. Should I get 4? No, you know what, I'll get 4 first. So I need to change direction. Remember what I'm doing. I literally was playing this for several hours earlier today. Right. And what am I doing? Okay, so we're going to stop. We're going to check that the points are set. There we go. That's going to put me onto that side. So this is a timed thing. I think it's also a, you know, do as few moves as you can. So we'll see how that goes. So I need to get that truck number 4, then truck 5 and 6. Oh, there goes an aircraft. Didn't see any of those earlier. So I need to come down to that line, third one across. I'm going to try and commentate this a bit so it's not just dead air and the sound of me breathing awkwardly. You know, I'm sure that's somebody's thing, but not intentionally mine. So that point. There goes Gordon. It's kind of nice that there's stuff happening in the background. So I'm going way too fast, so we're going to slow down again. No, Gordon don't care. Right, so I need just wagon 4. Now, this is all double slips. That is kind of horrific. Okay. So I've not got I don't know a better way to do this. So we're going to leave the controls. We're going to get out the cab. We don't have a shunter. So I'm going to trundle all the way down here and uncouple. Climb back into the cab. Hopefully not just... Yep, okay, so I've got wagon 4. And I'm going to go put wagon 4 all the way over there. I'm going to take the whole string with me because... yeah. And I'm going to speed again. I'm hopefully not going to get any work call-outs or anything else like that, because, you know, that's always a good time. Right, so my back vehicle is clear of the points. There's, I'm sure, much better ways of doing this. So I'm going to go clear all the way through to there, and where are the wagons parked? Are they on free road? So I need to get points clear to here? Yeah. So reverse. And we're going to go pick up all the wagons that I don't need. Well, I was driving under the speed limit briefly. There we go. It's a shunting yard, I shouldn't be going quickly. So, I need to grab that first wagon. But not the last ones. I'm doing that thing again where I don't do this properly. So, trundle, 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 trundle. Trundle, 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 trundle. That's wagon 5. So, uncouple that one. Sounds like that aircraft is back. Yes, it is. Climb back into the cab. Go forwards. I should probably have the road set to go... that way. There we go. Yeah, double slips, sir. They're fun. This just means I've got a little shorter distance to run safe. And almost clear of the points. Trying to commentate this is kind of difficult, honestly. So I need to now back up that way. Drop those onto an empty siding. Go. I probably should have just pulled clear of the loop and gone straight back, but hey-ho. So... that now leaves those. Now the question is... do I drop 4 off first? Or do I just... yeah, it's not... I don't think it's any different for moves, it's just the order of... oh, no. I try and leave the door open, and I... you know, never mind. So... undo that. Try to do a little bit from cab view. There we go. Now the back view is kind of awful, and I don't think there's a way to migrate to the other side of the cab. So my view is extremely restricted, so I look from outside. So stop there. And set back. It's a shame you can't do fly shunting, but, you know, I understand. But yeah. I have no idea how many people are in chat, because all it shows me is a chat window. So if you are there, and you want to harass me, just say things. Bit rough there. Whoops. So you gotta sort of double tap stopping, unless you're very firm about it. So... trundle, 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 trundle. Trundle, trundle back. So we're gonna get these 3 wagons dumped out of the way. Now, if I go to the outside view, I've got to pick up 3, 2, and 1. So, I'm going to go pick up wagon 3. Because that seems more efficient. Get decent start. There we go. So if we go pick up everything up to wagon 3, then I've only got to drop this lot off once. Rather than going and dropping off another one after that one. So, where is the clearing point? It is there. I miss the concept of fitted vehicles. Right. This siding? Siding 8? There we go. I think that's right. It's kind of hard to tell because you can't really see the point blades on the ground, at least with my graphic settings. Maybe if I turn them up. So this should run me back into there. Good. It's all below the speed limit. Let's not buff up too hard, he says, buffing up quite hard. Now I need to get out again. Yeah, so there's probably a hotkey to negotiate the various couplings in the train, because, you know, I don't imagine that the ground staff do all of this work themselves, or rather, the drivers. I'd imagine there is a shunter. So, you know, we'll see. Also, there's only one type of brake van, and it's a Midland van, which is a bit of an oddity, but, you know, it's not a bad thing, it's just a... ah. No, wrong button. Everything's in the same corner of my keyboard, so I'm going to get clumsy. So, going to pull forwards into the right-hand head shunt siding thingy. I'm going too fast. It's so easy just to go, oh, I need to go forwards, and then not think about it. Because this is kind of like a... It's more of an accelerator than a... what's the word I'm thinking of? It's just for accelerating, essentially. So if you want to go the same speed, you just don't touch anything. You know, hands off the keyboard, and it'll keep going as long as you're on a, you know, standing grade or whatever. If you're on a falling or a rising grade, you can have a bad time. But I can do some of those missions later if people want me to. If anyone in the chat is there to go, hey, can you do this? If there's not, then, you know, oh well. So I'm going to drop off all of these wagons next, rather than drag them all around, because it makes the stopping distances really clumsy. But honestly, like, so for the people who don't actually know me in person, which is, I mean, statistically a lot of you, I spend a good chunk of my weekends when I can at the model club, at the museum, doing this with my O-gauge trains. So actually driving the train physically is, you know, it's kind of fun. So we're going to go drop these off in siding 2. So I'm clear of the points now. Oh. Given that these are ostensibly empty vehicles, they're quite cumbersome. Also, I don't know if any of the vehicles count as having automatic brakes. I'm not sure. It feels like the carriages might. And I know in certain missions the brakes do go on the vehicles, because you can see the handbrakes drop. But that's handbrake braking rather than you know, automatic brakes. There we go. Like I said, there's probably a button that I can press and it'll just uncouple me from either the train I've got, the specific vehicle, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know what that is, so I'm not going to worry about it. Right, I need to now go back to that siding. Good thing is Thomas has decent brakes. Decent is not good, but hey, you know, it's something. This is like when I tried to play Resident Evil, and my brain just was not used enough. No, wrong one. Grumble was not good enough at tank controls. So I would just. It's fine if you're going slowly. As soon as you go, I need to, you know, not get eaten by that zombie, then it goes worse. So I'm going to stop there. I'm going to remember to set the points. There we go. Kind of weird how the van's just casually existing. Just minding its own business. So we're going to go get wagon 1 and 2. Now it's 2 and then 1, so I've got 1 more to clear. So I'm trying to think what the best way of doing that is. Do I just get 2 or do I get all of them? Decisions. Well, I think for a start, I'm just going to pull them all up the siding. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Because it should just be a fairly basic set of setbacks. Jump down, uncouple. And so there's probably ways you can do this with much smoother control as well. Again, I am very new to this game, so tell me what I'm doing wrong in a constructive fashion. There we go. Clear the point. You can change the points on the ground, but I don't want to keep getting out of my cab, because I'm lazy. Also, yeah, having that many double slips in a yard is... ooh, lad. Infrastructure. And... See, with one wagon you can brake really quite well. Crumble. Yep. So back in my cab. Just need to go get wagon 1. Now I don't know if it needs me to take the other ones out of the set, but I assume it'll probably want a brake van. But the brake van isn't in that list, so maybe it doesn't. And it'll probably not want the extra wagon on the front either, but hey, we'll find out. Going in reverse. I'm going to be trying to be mindful of language, given this game's, you know, extensive target audience. However, that's not the goal, that's just a thing I will try and do at the same time. So, you know, I'll try and behave. I may get joined by somebody in my VC, I will find that out, if they so desire. However, might not happen given the context. We'll find out. So, will I get a good score for doing this? Probably not. Okay, so now I do need to uncouple then. Grumble, grumble. Grumble, 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 grumble. 1. And it doesn't want the brake van at the back, because, I mean, who would want an icky brake van at the back of their train, right? Where's the option? Nope. Oh, okay. Okay, let's try this again. Couple up. There we go. That's kind of weird, but I understand. I'm just a bit... They are coupled in the right order, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Oh, and they have to be attached to Thomas. Okay. That would make sense. So, pull forwards, set this extra wagon back, and then job done. And for anyone curious, stuff like this probably would have happened quite often on, you know, actual stuff, but I imagine there'll be a little bit more oversight into the stuff coming into the yard gets put places rather than it just being left and then having to sort of sort it out after the fact. No. Going too fast. A bit rough. Right. Grumble, grumble. I don't like that Thomas's couplings are such at the wrong height. It's really, really noticeable the more shunting you do. I mean, it might be correct to the show and what have you, but it's still wrong. Everything should be the correct, you know, the same height. That's kind of how that works. So, stop there, stop there, stop there. Back onto the train, pull forwards, job done, hopefully. That means I need to buff up gently and not overspeed. Hey, there we go.
Well done. You managed to shunt the trucks into the correct order.
Big sip. Cool, right, well, I hope someone enjoyed that. I mean, I did, but you know, the... So, leaves. Leaves on the railway cause trouble for James. Oh dear. What kind of trouble?
Leaves. One morning, two men were cleaning Gordon after he had acted rather foolishly and ended up rolling off the turntable and into a muddy ditch.
Gordon shaming
My
continues.
eyes, grumbled Gordon. Have you ever seen so much mud? Said one of the cleaners. No, I haven't, said the other. You ought to be ashamed, Gordon, letting yourself get so dirty. But, thought Gordon, I don't have time to worry about my appearance like some engines do.
Shots fired.
Hosing and scrubbing suddenly stopped. Gordon opened his eyes, but quickly closed them again when he saw who was standing in front of him. Wake up, Gordon, said Sir Topham Hatt, and listen to me. Given your recent behaviour, I've decided that you will pull no more coaches until you prove to me that you can be a really useful engine. Perhaps pulling trucks for a while will teach you a lesson.
Woo.
Yes, sir, said Gordon quietly. So Gordon had to spend his time pulling and pushing trucks.
I've seen some hilarious clips from this with if you make a little mistake with the turntables and stuff and you just pinwheel away into the sky like Team Rocket. Just quickly have a look at Discord while it's loading.
Goods trains, he muttered. Oh, the shame of it. And he bumped the trucks again. Cried the trucks as he shunted them around the yard.
Well, I may have someone joining me.
James was standing nearby watching him. Trucks will be trucks, he said.
Thank you for that profound comment, James.
Me, grunted Gordon. I'll teach them. They tried to push me down the hill this morning, he explained. It's slippery there, so you'll probably need help. I don't need help on hills, huffed James.
In the business, we call this foreshadowing.
Gordon laughed and headed off to get ready for his next goods train. Come on, James, said his driver. It's almost time
Right,
for
I
the
will drag
express.
someone in. Let me
With
just
that, James puffed
bully
away
my
to collect his
thing into
waiting
working.
coaches.
You are live. Do not say the N-word. There will be no ni here. Damn, I said
God
it.
soon blew his whistle and James puffed away.
How goes?
Come on.
This is
he
a
puffed
not
to the
particularly,
coaches.
you know, tidy, efficient stream. Where's the... There we go. Am I driving? Is this driving? Oh man. Why have I not got a fireman? So what have I got? I have got 4 coaches.
If it's not too much of a drain on your system, could you stream into here as well?
Yep.
That way I don't
My
have to...
my plan is
I hear
to...
your voice twice with this extreme delay if I...
I'm gonna try and jank my way through it, because this game doesn't like minimizing. You've got a whole 15 frames per second, enjoy it.
Nice.
So, as I was saying in the previous one, speed is important, because you get these little speed signs, and if you go too fast through them, bad things happen. I tested this not last night, I've only had this game today. Ugh. Were you there earlier for that one? When I made, Percy, like, fly?
You did show me a crash. That was while you were pulling the very angry trucks that were being
That's the
uncooperative.
one, yeah, down the hill.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you go too fast around corners, you will get, like, punted into the sky.
Yeah, you're coming out of that yard where you said normally you shouldn't be able to ride under these things.
Yes, that was with the brakes pinned down on a downward grade, and it still just goes, nah, you can get in the sky now.
Nice.
So,
The train was soon running nicely, and James began to feel confident.
so a lot of the junctions have got speed restrictions.
Slippery hills indeed. I don't need help, he puffed.
Right, so the speed restriction is for the length of the train, not just the locomotive. Also, if you see anything in the chat, I have no idea if my chat is connected or not. It claims to be.
Post a comment on it to test.
Nice.
Looks like it's working.
Yep, so I've got a speed of 90 that is capable for me to do. Oh, the inside view is awful. Oh, I can see so much, it's great. Also, all the cabs follow, like, Great Western style, so the driver is on the wrong side of the locomotive for the signals. Like, legit, where am I meant to see anything? So... just because there is a speed limit of 90 doesn't mean I'm going to go 90. I'm not actually sure how fast James can go, because it's the first time I've driven him, but I'm going to think, I think 60's nice. So in 3.2 miles I need to have stopped. I'm trying to look in the...
Saying, like, some of the companies have like different sides. that
Yes,
they-
so the Great Western
cab.
practice is that the driver drives on the right-hand side of the cab and the fireman is on the left. The our standard practice is that the driver is on the left side of the cab where all the signals are. Why they do it that way, don't know, but almost all of these engines are right-hand drive on a left-hand drive track. Also, there's no fireman, so... and I'm also...
Oh, on the sign being on the left.
Yeah, so all the indicators of everything is on the left side of the engine, so unless you see them a good way in advance, you can't see them.
Right.
I'm slowing down quite a bit, there must be quite a grade, but I've got distance signals clear, so 2.4 miles. Do a bit of free cam, there you go, there's the view behind me, with these quite boxy coaches that are suspiciously narrow. Back up to 60. There we go. Now I'd imagine, as this mission is called Leaves, and it is raining, and Gordon's Hill has been mentioned, there goes Emily, that I will get stuck, and then Gordon will need to come and help. Or I need to get good, and then that can't happen. Now, I'm trying to remember where Gordon's Hill is. I think it's about here. That's Kronk. I think Gordon's Hill's this bit here, so once I've passed this next station, then I will need to be hitting the gas. So there's stuff on the line side, and if you're not worried about the mission, you can just pull over, and then go look at it or whatever. There are various things you can get out of it. There's like pictures, books, hats, whistles, all kinds of like...
Oh, like just literal collectibles on the ground that you can hop out and grab?
Yep, because, you know... Now, I'm not suggesting I could try it right now, but it's really tempting to see, can I just step out of the cab while the train is in motion? I feel like it might let me.
I'm really curious what happens.
Oh, I need to be slowing down, because I've got 1,000 yards to stop.
Does this Thomas game account for the brutal injuries you get for jumping off of a quick train?
It will not let me.
Ah.
Boo! Boo! Right. So I have no idea if these these coaches don't have any brakes on models. However, does that mean that they don't have brakes at all?
I wouldn't even call it all that too dark for Thomas. I remember one of the VHSs I had as a kid, there was like this one like horror story in it where they like the ravine that the train fell in.
Oh yeah, there's loads of ones like that where it's like, oh yeah, and then they died. or they were, you know, it's like, oh, they were melted down, and it's just like, oh, okay. Bit grim, but, you know, you do you, Brittlecroft.
I remember that being a really dark part of the story.
So there's these places you're meant to stop. Now, I try and slow down early, having seen other people playing this game, and just completely missing the station. So based on the braking capacity, I think these coaches do have brakes.
James soon arrived at the next station. He was feeling very pleased with himself, but he kept thinking about what Gordon had said. I'll show Gordon who needs help on hills, he said to himself.
I'm not sure why these engines have air pipes on the wrong side. It's you.
But soon, James reached the bottom of the
Is that meant to be leaves? Because that doesn't look like leaves on my graphics settings.
Leaves fallen from the nearby trees were now covering the rails, and the recent rainfall meant that they were too heavy to be blown away by the wind.
Oh, come on, don't do this to me.
I'll do it.
Hey, I would have been going faster than this.
But his wheels slipped on the leaves.
It's a cutscene.
I must do it.
I didn't even open my doors. Can I do that now?
But try
I have no idea if I opened my doors just there.
kept on slipping, and he couldn't pull the train at all.
Okay, James, you good there?
James.
James!
His wheels were turning forwards, but the heavy coaches pulled him backwards, and soon the whole train started slipping down the hill. James's driver applied the brakes, then going carefully reversed the train back down the hill, and they headed back to the station.
Imagine getting failed in a cutscene.
When they arrived, they found Gordon waiting, who had seen everything. I thought you said you could climb hills, he chuckled. James didn't answer. He had no steam left to say anything. Ah, well, we live and learn, said Gordon. Never mind, little James. I'm going to push from behind. Whistle when you're ready.
Right. See, Gordon's got left-hand drive. Right, I can see those signals. They're against me, but, you know. So I need to back up. Power! Yeah, see, I opened the doors on the coaches. It let me do that in a cutscene.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm gonna have to fix that when I get back there. Would it have been funnier if I'd done both? So all I need to do is clear this signal. Have I got the signal?
Literally an objective to do nothing for several seconds.
Yep. Well, they've got to reset the points, and then I'm surprised it's the main signal and not the calling on arm, given what I'm doing. You'd think it'd be the calling on arm. Because, you know, I am not clear to drive through this section. There is a train in the way. Now, what's Gordon's stopping distance like? Quite good, okay. E. Ah, the door's closed automatically.
I'm ready, told James. So am I, replied Gordon. Pull hard. We'll do it, puffed James.
Is that it? Nope. Power! Oh. What? You. Oh, there we go. Right, I've got a speed restriction of 15. So I'm crossing from the... which way am I even going? Let's check. I am going on the up line, onto the fast, and to do that I need to traverse points, which means I have to go really slowly. And then as soon as Gordon is clear of the points, then I can hit the open the regulator again. There we go.
What is this regulator?
It's the accelerator equivalent. It regulates the amount of steam. The driver looks kind of small there in James's cab. Right, I need to run over all of this brown. Apparently it leaves, but I don't believe it.
That was like the joke I made about it. I'm sending this in India.
Objective complete?
Clouds
What?
of smoke and steam towered from the snorting engines as they struggled up the hill.
We can do it, puffed James. We will do it, puffed Gordon. Finally, the two engines reached the top.
Did they?
We've done it! We've done it! They puffed. The two weary engines were puffed out.
What?
But they
I could accelerate more.
onwards to the next station.
See, normally in this maneuver, Gordon isn't coupled on at the back, and would just stop pushing once you get to the top of the hill. However, I need to stop in a mile's time, so it's a good thing there aren't leaves on this side of the hill.
Thank you, Hill, for blocking the waves.
I feel like Gordon pushing at the back is a bit rude. Right, I'm within half a mile, so I need to start slowing down a little bit more. So yeah, my reckoning is normally 100 yards per 10 miles an hour. However, as it's raining, probably allow more. But I've got Gordon on the back acting as additional brakes, so maybe less. Don't like that view.
Would you?
Oh, the one where it's like I can view from Gordon, but nowhere else in the train. It's like, no, I want to see the front, please.
People are sticking with their, like, standing with their feet stick. Oh, wait, never mind. I misinterpreted that as being the edge.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before they arrived. Thank you, Gordon, whistled James.
You can go, you know.
Gordon whistled goodbye as he watched James puff away. Then slowly, he trundled back to his waiting trucks.
Well, that was fun. 38 minutes. Was that actually 38 minutes?
It always shows more, so is it like also counting cutscenes or something?
Maybe? I don't know. Next scenario, Jack Frost. Yeah, let's go for it. That looks metal as words I'm not meant to be saying. Percy decided to become a punk.
Jack Frost. One evening, Sir Topham Hatt came to the sheds. "There's a big freeze coming tonight," he said. "James and Percy, I need you to deliver extra coal to the station."
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Why do they both
Said
need to
Eagle,
go?
And Sir Topham Hatt walked away.
Like, Percy's got to be good for a few
You
hundred tons.
better hurry, teased Thomas, or scary Jack Frost might get you. Who's Jack Frost?
Percy said nervously. "Don't be silly," sniffed James. "Jack Frost is not scary."
Oh no,
Yes, he is, teased
A
Thomas.
Touch of Frost
He's
crime
all
drama
white
is
with a big
reasonably
spiky face.
unnerving, if nothing else.
Rubbish,
This is scary
said
instead of the
James.
description with he's all white.
James knew Jack Frost wasn't scary, but poor Percy wasn't so sure.
And then Percy died.
He freezes you on the
Of
bridge
fear.
and collapses into the ravine.
Later that night,
Can you?
James had collected.
Did you
his
know
coal.
if you get all the Mr. Conductor hats, you get an achievement called Shining Time? Oh, cool. I will have to keep an eye out for them, but I'm not going to stop if I'm going quickly.
Forward, Jack Frost. The sooner we get this coal delivered, the sooner I can get back to my nice warm shed.
I don't know why the wagons are covered when it's coal. Like, coal is not known for its, you know, resistance to the weather. Okay, that's a reasonably... So that's what, how many wagons? Is that 7 or 8? 8 wagons. So that's about 160 tons on the back. So 160 tons unbraked is, it's not nothing. And this is one of those slightly uphill bits where I need to feather the accelerator to keep it moving. Go! I would, but I can't. I'm not meant to go more than 15 miles an hour. Also, I've got no brake van. Can I go back? Can I get a brake van, please? Like, I feel like is there even an end of train vehicle? No, there is no indicator that that is the back of the train. Boo. Immersion ruined. So, distance is on. I think it's a fixed distance, so I just need to go slowly. Ostensibly, I think I've got a 50 board, but I'm doing 20 because that's what it says. So I need to go to Ballyhoo. I've just... You know what makes this worse? Look how tall the driver is. Look where the cab windows are.
Oh, you mean because you're not only on the wrong side, but also
You can't see!
You could possibly see it, yeah.
This is why, when I've made all my models, they make sense. Because, I'm sorry, Right, it's a nice model. You've got a good amount of detail on the back head. The water gauges should probably be a bit higher up, considering that. Also, the shape of the back head is wrong. If it's got a bell pair boiler, it should have the bell pair firebox as well, not a round top one. But other than those little issues, like he can't see out and he probably can't see those gauges up there very well, it's quite a nice model. And I finally got the speed. Right, let's go. 2.4 miles to Ballyhoo. The next signal is apparently green, but you know what? I can't see it. So in theory, if I'm looking ahead, like at night it should be easier. If I turn the, you know, go indicator off, it's probably going to make it easier, but... Ugh. You'll see the green, you'll see the signal aspects ahead, but the little indicator obscures them. I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna go with Carla because my game's frozen. There we go. Distance signal off. That means go. We'll keep going. Right, there's a 50 board coming up in claims 1,000 yards. But given I've got unfitted goods, I don't want to be doing more than about 45. So I'm going to do 46, I guess. Nice little street lamps. I've not done a nighttime one yet, so this is quite wholesome. So I'm not sure what some of these whistle boards are for. Another distant. This is on a slight grade as I keep having to accelerate.
Do you like losing points or not get points, whatever, and you don't do the whistles?
I don't know. I don't think it really matters, but it's that whole, you know, participation thing.
Ah.
We're coming to Henry's Tunnel.
I haven't messed it up yet.
So Henry's Tunnel is ostensibly the one on the left.
Oh, no, the camera's just above your head, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've got the cabin light. And I've got the headlamp on the loco. I can't see anything. Like... Given I can't see anything, I probably shouldn't accelerate, however. This is a long tunnel. Okay, I'm nearly out of the tunnel. And I need to stop in 200 yards. Oh, it switched to go. Okay. That was rude. I'm still going too fast, but it's fine. Okay, we've got a 30 board. I'm bad at this. Yeah, James is weirdly tall, but not as big as Toby. I have heard this, yes, that you can spawn the standard gauge engines on the narrow gauge. I haven't tried it myself. Mainly because I've done like one extra non-story mission, and it was just diesel shunting wagons at the quarry. I definitely feel like this game needs Mavis. So I've got a mile to go. So I don't think I'm going to bother accelerating too much, given, again, unfitted goods train weighing about 200 tons. Why can you turn off the lamp? That seems like a bad idea. So yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm meant to go faster for this, or like, you know, go line speed if possible, but nah. Just because I can doesn't mean I will. How is the printer getting on? It looks okay. Let's see if it goes better than last time. Also, I might have only one spool of filament left and 2 hungry printers. Which is the excellent timing for I ordered something off Amazon and was like, no, I don't need anything else. And then I might need to do another order in a few days. Good times. Oh look, a whistleboard. Why? Distance signal at danger?
Get younger toes.
There's a 15 board coming up, so I'm gonna have to just cows just vibing over there. If that whistleboard was for this crossing, then okay. Yeah, there's a lot of characters that aren't included that probably are, are probably going to end up being DLC. Hopefully some of them will be free LC. If it's like, hey, the game sold well enough, we'll just, you know, release them. But
We've reached our first stop. Let's drop off some of the coal trucks.
is that it? Okay, so sometimes there's a prompt, and other times I gotta go do it by hand.
To our next stop.
How many did I leave behind? 2! Okay. That's what, 24 ton of coal? I don't feel like they need that much coal for, like, one night, but I don't know, what do I know? Oh. Ugh. I feel like that should be a slightly slower turnout. Now this is downhill. No, I do want to play Edward on here, because I feel like that'd be quite a nice one. Also, there is going to be a Flying Kipper DLC. That's kind of inevitable. Because, you know, why else would you want Henry? Although the thing is, if you're doing Flying Kipper, it means it's going to be Henry old shape. Because after that crash that he gets rebuilt as the new shape. I'm still just laughing that this guy can't see out of his own cab. Look at him! He needs like some phone books or something. Ooh, that's quite a nice bridge. See, I've not seen enough of the TV show to probably appreciate as much of this. Compared to, you know, me being one of those terrible ancient people that only read the books.
VHS is for me.
Yeah. I've seen, I think, one of the newest seasons because it was on Amazon and I was trying to do research so that when people ask me questions I can answer them. And my conclusion was, man, this isn't very good. And it's not even like it's, you know, badly written and stuff. It was just... Okay, so, you know metal gets hot in the sun, right? And if you paint it white, it reflects that heat. If you were going to paint railway lines, which bit of it would you paint to reflect the sun?
The top? I'm not sure where you're going with this, yes.
Well, if you paint the top, then it's just going to come off when a train runs over it. Guess which bit they painted in the show?
The top?
Yep. And there was just little things like that where I was just like, but why though? Or one of them where it's like, ah yes, here is a load of wagons strung out down the main line. It's like, okay, surely you'd have, you know, the signalman would have gone, huh, no tail lamp, so I can't clear that section. Oh, the crash physics are hilarious. So, you know, got that going for us. When that happens, it will. I'm trying not to, but it will happen. Also, I've realised why we don't have a brake van. It's because if we're just dropping wagons off the back of the train, having to shunt the van each time would be a lot of work. Oh. Oh no, that's fine. It's a go in 500 yards, not a stop in 500 yards. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that you'll be able to do in this game that I haven't encountered yet. But like, I keep passing all these like yards at the side of the line and going, oh man, it would be nice if I could do something with that. More distance signals, all of them down. Although I've got a go signal ahead. So I think if I was doing this properly, I would be seeing those distance down and going, okay, I need to go slower. But then again, I'm already doing 10 below line speed, so... Okay, oh, stop and wait, okay. Stop and wait in some amount of yards, because I can't actually see because of the indicator marker. So this is Crovan's Gate? Interesting. Oh, and there's the narrow gauge just over there. Boom.
Here's our next station. Let's drop off some more coal.
You know what must really suck? If you're the person who works at this station who now has to go and, like, get the horse to go and pull the coal out.
Hopefully, all this coal is enough to keep the passengers nice and warm during this cold weather. I'm just glad that I have my firebox to keep
You
me
just
from
dropped
getting too
36
cold.
tons of coal there. That'll keep them warm for a long time. Especially if it's just for the station. Yeah, presumably there's a very tired horse that has to go and drag those wagons into a siding now.
Well, you did mention before the horse looking chunky, so I guess...
Yeah, maybe there are some just chonky horses that are out for doing that. I don't know how easy this game will be to mod, but I'd imagine there will be a lot of workshop content before too long. Because I'd imagine even if they have, you know, fan-drawn models of stuff, the DLC, because it includes extra missions and stuff, will still count, sort of thing. I don't know.
Do they actually, like, talk about DLC that they're gonna have?
Nope, not that I've seen, but I've not looked. My map is frozen. Okay, let's try it again. No. Excellent, okay. No looking at the map. Yeah, there's more lines they could add, so if they add Edward's branch line or Duck's branch line, then both of those add quite a lot of content, but I feel like that's DLC territory for a game like this. So I've only got 3 wagons in the train now, so I've got approximately 60 tons on the back. To be fair, if they're not Ringo Starr or whoever did the some of the cassette recordings, I'm very bad at recognising any of the voice actors. So this is quite pleasant. You know, I can very much see me driving along here at some point with Henry and a big old goods train. No, it will not let me look at the map. Boo! I could probably go close to line speed, given I've only got 60 tons on the back. I can probably stop that, right? I mean, the wagons shouldn't go that fast, because oil bearings generally aren't rated above about 40 miles an hour. If they had roller bearings, I think they're good for about 55, 60, in some cases 70, but... that's me being a boring person who makes wagons for his job. and recreation who works on them. And so yeah, couldn't go do my wagons today, the full-size ones, because I woke up late and was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And it's not been as bad today as it was last night, but there is definitely something wrong with my ribs now. So, again, I probably have to go get an X-ray and just check how they're doing. No, the thing is, it's sort of that thing of, do I just wait 3 weeks and get the scan I need to anyway, rather than doing an extra one? I don't know. It's that fun of, do I want to do anything about it, or do I just want to ride it out? Because it's the same result either way. You know, nothing will get done sooner if I get it scanned sooner, because I still need to get the imaging done in April. It's just, I don't want to make it worse. Yeah, having a shorter James, or at least a more proportional James, because James's driver looks like he's about 4 feet tall. There's a lot of nice bridges on this line. Oh, that's stopping 300 yards. Okay. Ooh, nice. There's gaslighting on this station.
No, there isn't.
I was expecting something like that, I won't lie.
I mean, it felt obligatory, really, more so
Yeah.
than clever.
We finally reached our last delivery, so let's drop off all the remaining trucks.
Auf Wiedersehen.
That's all of the coal delivered. Now I can get back to my nice warm shed.
What's the theatre
With
box
that,
say?
James puffed back towards Tidmouth Sheds.
How? He's facing the wrong way! Surely he'd spend the night somewhere else. Actually, no, did he start at Vickerstown? Yeah, he started at Vickerstown, so yeah, that's the other side of the island. You good there, Percy? You're just
Meanwhile-
kind of staring into the void. What? Continue playing? I feel like that wasn't meant to do that. Is this mission 3 or mission 4 then?
Jack Frost.
Wait, what?
It's
One evening,
Percy's
Sir Topham
side of it.
came to the sheds.
Oh. Well, because you were
"There's
just
a
talking
big
about wondering if
freeze
something
coming
was supposed to
tonight,"
happen.
he said.
Yeah, well, it started a cutscene and then cut it off.
Coal to the station.
Yes, sir, they said eagerly, and Sir Topham Hatt walked away.
It's gonna do it all again.
You better hurry.
Oh, it
Thomas Pickwick Or
is.
scary Jack Frost might get you. Who's Jack Frost?
I think the driver is just shorter, but then again, James has, because that massively tall box,
Jack
it means that
Frost
the
is
cab
not
floor needs to be
scary.
raised, or something needs to be shorter.
Yes, he
Also,
is.
look at Emily's cab! It's
He's
for
all
hobbits!
white with a big spiky face. Rubbish, said James.
Again, I've made my own models, I'm quite happy with them, they're all the right size.
But poor Percy wasn't so sure.
I need to finish. I think I've got my Edward finished. I need to check. I need to see if the eyes need touching up at all, because they didn't look good. Also, I'm just looking over at the shelf where they're on, and my Donald looks like a mime.
Later that night, James had collected
The little,
his
like,
coal
diamond-shaped
and
eyebrows.
set off to make his deliveries. Silly Percy, he thought. All steamed up over Jack Frost. The sooner we get this coal delivered, the sooner I can get back to my nice warm shed.
It's better be the other mission. Oh no. Right. Okay, main
Wait, are
menu.
you just restarting the same one?
Yeah, that's the same mission. Right. What? It might just be bugged. I don't know. But
Huh.
I can't do that one. Shunting trucks at Vicarstown. I guess I could do that. What other ones are there? Kelsford Road, done that one. Introduction. Farquhar Quarry. Shunt trucks into the correct order at Farquhar Quarry. Yeah. I think that Percy mission's just bugged. Because it starts and then just ends.
Huh.
Hopefully that'll get patched, given this is like
Welcome to the shunting
day
challenge.
2, day 3 of it being released. I think.
As you
When I
can
looked
see,
it up, I think it said it was
these
released
trucks are
yesterday.
all out
Yeah.
of order and need to be
I think a
put
few
back
people had
into
like,
proper places.
you know, journalism copies or
You
whatever
should try to get the
equivalent
truck
they'd have.
shunted
probably.
in as few moves as possible
But yeah, having a
to
DLC where the
increase
mission
your
doesn't
score.
work is a bit of a oofed. 3, 2, 1!
It's a DLC.
Yep,
Oh,
I got a DLC. The James one. Okay, this seems like suffering. Right, so we've got 3 and 6. I don't even know which way I'm going, so we're just gonna vibe it out. So 8's there. There's 8 total. Which way are my points set? My points are set that way. I don't know which of those it is, so I guess we're just gonna keep going. So yeah, we'll go get Wagon 8, and then once we've got Wagon 8, I'll go get the rest. I really don't like all the rivets on the CGI models. Like, I guess it gives them a bit more texture, but it's also... it just makes them look a bit messy. Because it's like, okay, yeah, there's rivets, but why? And they're not everywhere. Because if they were everywhere, it'd make more sense, but... rivets are for joining sheets of metal together, not for cosmetic purposes. I was going to say, yay, Percy is freezing to death. I mean, my Percy's looks a bit more cheerful. No, I just need to get I need to build a Henry, and then I will have 1 through 11. Which is somewhat distressing to think about. Because I've recently finished Edward. I need to fix Gordon slightly. Thomas, Percy, James, Toby, Donald Douglas. I should try and get faces for Duck and Oliver. Then I need to build a Toad. Toad has been on my to-do list for a while. So the wagon is over there. So we're going to come to a stand and work out which siding that is. That looks like siding number 3? Yep, siding number 3. So... it's kind of janky how it only changes one set of points. Normally if you've got a crossover, you'd change both ends simultaneously, because why wouldn't you? So I just need this one wagon. Nice. And where should I take all of these wagons? Bonk. Now, this is where someone very helpfully tells me how this works. And I can stop having to get out to uncouple my wagons. and he was never seen again. So next up is number 7. Okay, I don't know where I'm going, other than over here, so let's go. Also, there's at least one triangle here, so I can just turn the engine round, turn the wagons round, turn whole sets round. So that'll be fun. Yep, I think I've gone what it considers the wrong way, but we'll see. I'm way over speed as well. Not quite sure what these tracks are here for. So yeah, got that train simulator thing where I sit here for a while it doesn't do much.
Nice.
I've got 250 yards until I get to the next destination, and then yeah, I need to go all the way. Do I want to go all the way down to the end and then just propel back up? I think I could do that. Yeah, why not? I've already made a massive detour I didn't need to. So let's keep going. Oh, I can do 20 on this section. Let's go! And then immediately brake again. So I've got up to 1.6 miles before I've actually hit a stop signal. So that's fun. Yep, and that's over speed. Come on. Brake. Did I set the points? That's actually quite important. Did I set the points? Well, it's too late now.
What do you mean by setting the points?
Oh. Making sure the route is set. Bang. Okay. That's...
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, so these were set the correct way. In theory, trailing points are not quite so bad unless they're locked. So we now need to go back up the line and then work out where Wagon 7 is parked. Because I am not doing this efficiently, even remotely. Yeah, in theory, if those points were set against me, I'd have derailed when I went over them.
Ah.
Bad times, had by me. So this is apparently the Anofa quarry, or Anufa. I'm not too sure how you pronounce it, but I thought it was the Farquhar quarry, but apparently it isn't. Despite being at Farquhar and a quarry. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to a Mavis DLC, or possibly a Toby one. Right. So, Wagon 7 is on that road. It's on 2 road? Or what would it be? 4 road. Alright. Ah, there is our clear road, okay. It's so easy to go over speed doing this, because it's just like, yeah, I'll just accelerate a bit. So, I want to now take all of these, honestly. I'm just going to propel them all up the bank to where number 6 is parked. Because they didn't say they had to stay where they were otherwise. We're going on an adventure. So that point needs to be set. That point is set. That one is set. That one is set. That one is set, and then I don't know where we're going. So the good news is I can't go too fast because I've got 6 wagons pushing me back down the hill.
Nice.
So yeah, I need to lose 3 of these, obviously, because, you know, they're in chronological order, but they should be in the order of 8, 7, 6, 5, not 8, and then 1, 7, and then a couple 5. So, what's around corner over here? Ah, my camera moving inelegantly. Right. Okay, so the wagon I want is on 2 road. So set the points for 2 road. And I think it's at the back, so I'm going to have to drag a few out of the way. Right, can I switch to the... No, I cannot switch to the front van. Okay. That seems to be really inconsistent on when it lets you do that. I didn't think that through. Okay, well, so I need... This would be so much easier with fly shunting. Because all I need to do is line up at the start of the siding, and then just uncouple the wagon, push it forwards, and then I stop and the wagon rolls on. Instead, I've got to do it one by one. I've also just thought, I wonder if the wagons would get upset if I put them in, like, a different order. Because obviously they've all started out facing one way. But because I've gone around a triangle. So... It feels so weird sometimes to be reversing and pressing S to stop.
That does sound a bit weird.
Yeah. It's only if I think about it. If I don't think about it, I'll get this soon on PS4. Understandable. I can recommend you get it with the DLC. That saving £3 is worth it, honestly. So we've got them ones. Now I need to get these two next to that one right at the end, because I make good decisions. So, what's the least inefficient way of doing this? So if you're on Discord, Mark, you could come and like harass me in person, like Korak is doing. It's more efficient that way. You get to do it in real time and not just as I read it in the comments. Yeah, this is legitimately very fun. Can recommend. Honestly, the shunting ones are probably a lot more fun than the driving ones. Maybe I'm just the wrong kind of boring, but you know. Yeah. See, now it's following from the other end of the train. And it wasn't doing that earlier, so great. Brake, brake, brake. Please brake, please brake, please? Please.
Some people consider games like Holdfast to be too slow-paced. Other people,
Oh, Holdfast's
enjoy
great for being
grabbing a
slightly
train.
slow-paced, because it's...
Oh, I love Holdfast. It's great.
Yeah, like, I'll probably do some of that later, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's a first-person shooter, but it's Napoleonic, so everything takes a bit longer. Playing the naval battles are honestly very fun for that, because you get a bit of downtime as well. It's not just constant, you know, going at it.
Naval battles are interesting in how they're like very intense part of the time, and other times you're just kind of sailing.
Oh, yeah. And it's really, really not intense at all if you get a captain that just kind of goes off and does his own thing while everyone else is just kind of stuck. I was playing as Gordon first. Ah, see, I've been playing the story mode missions. That's been quite fun. So I now need to get Wagon 5 onto Wagon 6. No, I don't. I need to get Wagon 6 onto Wagon 5. That's how numbers go. So, let's back up.
Every time I bet I got my flashcard flag.
I think you probably can do a shunting challenge as Gordon, I just wouldn't want to. It would be nice if you could just have a put the brakes on option and then, you know, just have it happen rather than have to hold it down until you stop. Donk. So now we put Wagon 6 with Wagon 5, then we drop off those two vans, and then we've got 8765. Hooray. I need to remember to stop early because it takes ages. Percy just vibing there, just gliding backwards. Can engines moonwalk? Apparently so. So, the question will be, do I leave 8765 together and then go get 4321? Or do I take them all with me? Not quite sure why I get the red indicator sometimes. I don't think I'm doing it wrong. Hopefully that print's come out nicely. If not, I'll have to send everyone going shortly. Yeah, switch it back into 2 road. Again, fly shunting, I just uncouple them here, push forwards, and then just let them go. Because it's a flat siding, or flat enough, so they'll just roll to a stand pretty quickly. Did we get a decision on whether I was going to leave the 4 together and go get the other 4 first, or if I was going to take them all with me?
I just thought you were thinking out loud. I have no idea.
I mean, that's the purpose of, you know, having the chat, is I can harass the chat.
Nice.
Chat, should I drag all of the wagons around with me, or just the relevant ones? Because So I'm going to have 4 together shortly, and I'm going to take 3 with me down to the next set of sidings. No, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. Okay, at least it stops better with just the 2 wagons. Well, apparently I've been streaming for an hour and a half, so that's doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
If there was a get out of the cab quicker option, that would honestly feel very pleasant. So I'm not sure what there's so many vans up here for. This is a quarry. If there were vans, you'd think there'd be like, you know, gunpowder vans, not just regular general purpose ones. I do actually have drawings for this type of van as well. They are on my to-do list because it's number 35 or 30. It's number 35 in the Windcutter set. Because that's the store's van. Right, bit further, bit further, bit further. Stop. And set the road. That truck's got no face. But those ones do. That must be really distressing for some of these wagons.
Wait, one without a face?
Yeah, like the green ones haven't got faces. And the red ones don't have faces. But the white ones and the grey ones do.
For them, is that like the equivalent of running into a decapitated corpse?
I don't know. But it must be like really unnerving, just be like, oh, this one just doesn't have a face, they're just not alive. See, now playing this multiplayer would probably be quite fun if you've got someone who is acting as your shunter, because instead of having to get out of the cab every time you want to do that, you just have your, like, friendo to go do it. There we go. That's the 5 wagons, mostly in the correct order. And I need to now go back over here, and I don't remember where they need to go. But these are big long loops, so it should be quite easy. So over there we've got 421. And then all I need to do at the end is to run around my train, and then I'll be at the front. Because it won't accept you've completed it until you have engine 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many. Because it did that earlier. And it's like, okay, yeah, well you might have all the wagons in the right order, but you need to also have the engine attached. And that didn't include a brake van either, so, you know. Right. So there's wagon 4. And wagon 2 and wagon 1 are reversed. So if I went round the triangle, that might save me a bit of time, actually. So I keep hitting P as if that's the map button. Yeah, that'll do. Right. Power! We're just going to turn the whole train round, because I'm lazy. What, you know, shunting downhill, what could go wrong? Oh, I'm going way over speed. So that's what's going wrong. Yeah, no, I kind of hope there's some amount of multiplayability with this. Imagine all the autism you could have with your friends crashing trains into each other at high speeds. Or having someone be the signalman and just changing the line at the last moment so that your train, instead of going gracefully round the curve, smashes into the buffers of a head shunt.
Well, it is single player, but I just looked up, and apparently it has Japanese audio available. So,
Yeah.
that's surprising to me.
That's, I think, why they haven't got voice models for the, or other speaking models for the faces.
Could be it.
Because then they don't have to redub that either.
I mean, not that that's exactly like super high tech to be able to do that, because a lot of stuff does that, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's a train game. I don't imagine they want to
Budget.
be modelling humans. Those icky creatures.
Even if it's a train game with faces on all the screen. Well, most screen.
Okay, so at some amount of faff,
Also, French and Germany for anyone who cares.
I've turned the train around. Hooray! And the wagon I need is on that siding, but I actually need to go to this siding first to drop off wagon 3. Now, which way round is Percy facing? Percy is facing that way, okay. High octane energy over here, but this is legitimately fun. Like, there was like one bit of this, and until I worked out how you did it, it was really cumbersome, and then I worked out that you literally just have to get out of the engine and go and do it all by hand, and then it got easier.
Nice.
Howdy.
Kind of doable if you just do it.
Kinda creepy when you look at them this close. But it is nice that they've ended the corrugations. Now, have I got the points set correctly? Yes. And if you're in the close enough view, they are actually modelled with the blades. Right. Is there... yeah, there's a wagon between those two. Grumble. So, I need to get that one out the middle. Boink. And I need to go pick up that one. So, trying to think how best to do that. Let's start by getting out of the engine and jumping to my doom. Also, there's not a run button, there's a walk button. Like Left 4 Dead. So, wagon 1 is there.
I've done it a while.
So I'm going to uncouple that one. Going to uncouple that one.
Oh, and by a while, I mean, 3.5 years.
Damn. I play it a bit more often than that.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure the last few times I'd played it had been not quite that one, but had been a while before then, too.
Would not surprise me. So I need to now get wagon 4. So I'm going to go pick up wagon 4 while I'm at it. Because... yeah, I think I will. Bye, wagon 4. I'll drop... I guess I'll drop them all into the furthest right-hand road. Yeah, because there's not an available siding otherwise. Although, if I leave them on 4 road. It's that whole thing of I don't want to run through a shed. Why are you taking all those? So, I need to get wagon 4, but only wagon 4, and I already have a van to drop off, so I reason if I just get all of them, that might be easier. This is what I do on Millhouse most weekends if I'm at the club, so, you know. Bonk. Okay. Again, it would be nice if there was just a get out of the cab button. But, you know. I guess they didn't want to do that. In theory, I could just scoop up all of the wagons. And, you know, make a massive long train and then crash into the buffers. Because there's a buffer stop halfway down the line, so you can't go that far. So, Percy is over there. I need to go this way! And if I put this wagon just at the end of the siding, then I can pick it up more easily. You gonna stop? Gonna stop there, Percy? Anytime now. Now it's a long walk down the train. I'm gonna change. Can I change this? Is that a thing I can do while I'm here? No. Interesting. Why can't I... What did I do? I've clearly done something, because it's now giving me different options. Is Percy not stopped or something? You moving, Percy, and you just didn't tell me? I don't know, does it just make it more difficult if you just start doing too much? It's wet rails. That's not helping. Okay, so... change that point, change that point. Drop these 3 wagons off there. Okay, I want to try a thing, because I want to live dangerously. So this is all on a hill, right? Can I fly shunt? Is that a thing I'm allowed to do? It's already too wet. Good to know. Right, let's see how badly this goes. For science! Also, why did I've got a compass? As if I might get lost in the shunting yard. So. Handbrake on. Uncouple. Handbrake off. Handbrake off. Handbrake off? Okay, let's do science. This might go terribly, terribly wrong. In theory, this also means I can manually put the handbrakes on to make it easier to push them around. So... Okay. So, you can't do that.
Alright, so I just went back to replayed to the stream to see what happened, and okay.
Yeah!
That was okay.
Yeah! It's like, okay, that's fine. We're just gonna gently push them, and they're in the sky.
Yeah,
James,
apparently you're
Hat.
not supposed to do that way.
Hat. I need to get the hat.
It was a frosty
If it lets me.
morning on the island of Sodor.
How is it causing confusion and delay? I was gonna fly shunt them.
He was cold and tired.
Apparently, fly shunting is not allowed.
I couldn't Duck or Oliver do this, he moaned.
Duck and Oliver
A
mentioned.
splendid engine like me should be pulling coaches, not these troublesome trucks. Don't worry,
I like that
James.
occasionally he gets bits of a Yorkshire
We've nearly
accent.
reached the yard now, so you can have a drink and a rest before
Him being a
the next train.
Lancashire and Yorkshire engine.
Good, James replied. A nice long rest will make me feel much better.
Well, he sounds a bit more like Liverpool at the moment. Right. Come on. Oh, did you literally have to wait for the signal before it would let me go? That's just rude. Stop at location, as indicated. And there goes Percy, doing Percy things. So I think, other than that slightly bugged mission, I think this is the last of the new ones? I don't know. I've got to stop in 200 yards, and that camera view is going to get tiresome as it keeps flicking me up and down. Ah! You know what? We'll go cab view. See, this is better, right?
Yeah. I would have to assert yes.
Okay, I can now go faster, but there's no point. I need to stop in 90 yards. Okay, I'm clear of the bridge. Right, let's get out. Oh, I should have gone back and got that hat. Oh well. Oh, I got the signal. How many wagons do I have? 7 and a breakdown. Leroy! I'm only going a mile. Let's go. Seems like a very large overall roof for the station. Where is this even? I don't see any of the signs. 400 yards, stop. No, it's 300 yards, I'd say 300 yards. The other end of the tunnel I need to stop. Oh, I hate when you've got a signal at the other end of a tunnel. That's just heinous. Because, look at this! What am I gonna do? I'll put the headlamp on, that'll help.
Right, that helped.
Oh, signal went green as I approached. That's just, again, that's just rude. Let me out. Let me out! Right. 25 mile an hour speed limit. I think that might be a 30 limit? I don't know. I'm not going... It feels kind of arbitrary, like they accidentally made it in kilometers an hour and then reskinned it. Just my little tiny driver in there. Like he accidentally sent his kid to work that day. At some point I'm going to have to go back and finish that shunting one without accidentally making the wagons fly. Right, stop in 100 yards. Now will I actually be stopping here? Ooh, James has got quite good brakes. That is not canonical for his at least initial appearance. Gonna do it. We're gonna just crawl at 1 mile an hour until we get to the... Yeah, that'll do. Knapford siding number 3. James looks completely unfazed by what's going on. Yeah, just don't care. Let me sleep.
Ooh, airplane.
Yeah. Not quite sure what the purpose of this is, other than I am delivering wagons from somewhere to somewhere. I think Tidmouth to Knapford. Now the question is, where do I need to leave the train? Is it where the van parks, or is it where I park? So I'm feeling like I should probably stop about here. Yeah, there we go.
Soon they arrived back at the yard. James was still feeling rather upset, and as he stood in the yard, the icy wind swirled around his smokebox. Bother this cold weather, he shivered. Right, said his fireman. I'll jump down and uncouple the trucks. Then
He's got a
we can
fireman
go and
now?
fetch the coaches.
That seemed like news to me.
Yeah, he wasn't there a minute ago.
Tried to uncouple it, but try as he might, it would not budge. What's going on back there? Asked James.
Okay, so you put the brakes on the van, then you set back.
There seems to be a problem with the coupling, said his fireman at last.
Yeah, it's the wrong
It looks
bloody
like we're
angle.
gonna have to
Look
take
at
the van
that!
with us.
That would not stay coupled if you ran forwards.
Exclaimed James. Pull my train and this horrible van too? No, I won't.
No, you wouldn't be
What would
able
the other
to.
engines think
Because that's
if
an
we
unfitted
found
van.
out?
You can't pull coaches with an unfitted van on the top.
Great.
Grumbled the van.
Now I'm stuck behind you for the rest of the day.
Brake continuity fail.
Now come on,
Whee.
soothed his fireman.
Whee.
We must remember the passengers. We can't leave them standing out in the cold. Fine, groaned James.
Where are
sooner
the
we take
coaches?
these
I don't-
passengers,
I
the
wasn't
sooner
looking.
I can
Were there
get to the
coaches?
works and get my coupling fixed.
I'm not saying it's a little convoluted, but
You mean the story or what? Or
I like that he got down to uncouple it and then didn't.
Listen, there's a reason you haven't noticed his presence. It's because he's completely useless.
He's also not there anymore. I kind of hope they fix that at some point, because it's like, oh no, my fireman disappeared again. So I run down to here, then the signalman can set the road back behind me. Bloop. This better be an XP van. It isn't, because it's grey, and it's got no pipes on it. But if it was an XP van, it's got a... no vac cylinder either. Is that independent brake? It's got It's got independent brakes! I'm going massively over speed. So yeah, this van is completely not suited to the task it is about to be done.
Nice.
It'd be a bit like if you were trying to tow a car with bungee cords.
Nice.
Like, yeah, you can. It doesn't mean you should. Grumble. Yeah, rip brake continuity. That means that these three coaches do not in fact have brakes. And I'm going over speed. There we go. But yeah, no, as I say, feedback from this game is fun. This will be my, like, 7th hour playing it. About to start the 8th. And
Nice.
it's been a nice day. I should have got probably more work done instead, but, you know, it's, I was gonna have a...
But new train game.
Yeah, new train game and somewhat day off. Also, I have been getting printing work done. I just should be also drawing things for people. Meant to be drawing lots of things. I think at the moment it's a chlorine tanker. Everyone likes chlorine. Right, now the awkward thing is I've got a signal there. But it wants me to go beyond that signal. Presumably because the train length. That feels naughty. I've overrun a signal and now I'm going to go backwards. I'm guessing there's a signal way back there somewhere that I'm going to pass. Yeah, there we go. Where is it? Oh, it's on the inside, right. Okay, so in theory I better see that from the cab, but I would literally have to let go of the controls, walk over the side. And I don't even know if there's an option to lean. I don't know if there's like strafing in this. You know what? I should find out. There is not strafing. However, I can just like freeboot in the cab. Let me out! Let me out! I feel that went well. Unlock the doors. It is that one. No one's getting in the van? Spoil sports.
James arrived at the platform, still cold and upset. As he watched the passengers begin to board the train, he was surprised to see that the passengers didn't take much notice of the van. That's good, he thought to himself.
I mean, if it was a fitted van, you know, with like milk in it or something, it wouldn't really matter.
Then maybe none of the other engines will.
You know that's a lie, James. So we've got nice cold icy rails. You know, a nice 25 out the yard.
It's like assuming if I didn't notice something was wrong with the train, then you wouldn't. It does not work that way.
I mean, it's all free-link coupling. Like, there is no brake continuity there, so I've just got James's, like, 6 axles worth of brakes. That'll be enough, right? Right. Once the back coach has cleared the speed restriction... Boom, there we go. Crank it up to 50. Do I have I don't have any options to change points in these missions. Boo. Ooh, I can change irrelevant points. That's fun.
Wait, what was that huge name that I saw just a second ago? Oh, I think it was just
it's the description, yeah, it's okay. Knapford Harbour siding. Right, let's accelerate. Again, we'll go back to cab view. Yep, there's a signal ahead. Yep, it was green. That's good. It's functionally impossible to see the signals from the cab of James. Distance signal down. We're good to keep going. Let's try and get it up to at least 50. I feel like I shouldn't be trying to go faster, because look at that van. Look at the poor thing. Like, it's got oil boxes at least, not grease boxes, but it's still probably limited to about 45 miles an hour. Not sure why I get points for driving under the speed limit. Should you get points for driving the speed limit? Or within, like, a short range? So I'm going to wait for the train to clear the tunnel, then it lets me go back to free cam. There we go. That's a reasonably nice view.
I will refer you a minute.
You know, there's James's Hobbit driving. Thing is, it legitimately is just that there's a Hobbit in the cab. And I don't understand, because the passenger coaches are the correct proportions. The van, if anything's a little tall, but... Signal green. There's a lot of signal boxes on this line, and a lot of level crossings. I feel like that would be suboptimal for a, you know, highly travelled line. Okay, climbing a bit, so I need to... I'm not sure what the AP points give me. Associated Press? Yeah. The anti-libertarian thing of the aggression principle? Oh no, that's a needing to stop. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Mission failed, mission failed, mission failed. Level crossing gates, confusion and delay! Whoops. Okay. I got a bit zoned out there. Oh, I'm all the way back here. Oh, that's... Boo. Boo. I've only got to go 2 miles, so it's not as bad as I'm... Is that a 25 or is that a 30 limit? Because it's really kind of hard to tell based on that scale. 30 apparently, okay. You know what? There's a thing I can do. Settings. HUD. What? Imperial mass units? Where does that come up? I've not seen that so far. Signal aspect marker. I kind of want to do out that. Next signals. Next speed limit. Pretty sure there's one that just shows me the speed. Oh. I guess it's on the dial, but... Alright, let's try it again. Without, you know, crashing horribly. I'm also guessing there's no one sitting in the wanting to be dragged in channel. No one's messaged me, at least, that I've seen. Yeah, okay. At 40 the van doesn't, like, jump around too badly. Oh look, horses. Oh dear, they've frozen solid. No. So there is one mission where you literally just have to shove cows out of the way. And you just go over to them and press E. Or is it left mouse? I think it's left mouse. Ah, tunnels. Put the cab light on. Okay, 1.5 miles to Crosby. Sounds quite good in the game. You know, you get some semblance of how fast it's going. Just got this guy just vibing behind me. I think I worked out why James is so tall. It's because he's so short. So if I go into the side view, because his buffer height is low, that means everything else is low as well. And if he was the normal running height, that would make his cab slightly more proportional. Maybe I'm overthinking it, as I'm kind of, you know, just sitting here watching the gameplay itself. So I've got 0.9 of a mile, and I'm only doing 35. This is probably going to be fine. Have I got my light on? Okay, I should probably accelerate a little bit. So, stopping at Crosby. Got 900 yards, so I need to go wait until I'm about 500 yards out, then I'll slow down again. Ugh. Horse. Horse. Oh, okay, those ones have flickered their tails. That one appears to be buried in the ground. That's all nice and quaint and wholesome. I do wonder what the purpose of this yard is. It appears to be floating sleepers. Maybe Crosby has a not S&T, permanent way depot. It would be kind of nice to see, oh dear, more populated sidings. Because, you know, like I saw Percy earlier, but that was it. So you go nice and slowly, because I don't know how good the braking is on snow and ice. Apparently reasonably good. Well, I'm having to just drag him to the end of the platform. You'd think you'd want to stop near the station building. There we go. What? I already did that.
As James arrived at the station, he suddenly heard...
Well, I think that's the second bug I've noticed.
"Oh no," said James. "It's Gordon."
Yeah, James is just a Liverpudlian.
James, what are you doing coupled to that van? Asked Gordon. Oh, is that what passes as a special coach nowadays? Gordon puffed away.
Shots
still
fired.
laughing. James tried to ignore him, and it wasn't long before the guard's whistle blew and they continued on their way.
Okay, it did the doors. I don't think it counts as driving under the speed limit if I only just started moving, but, you know. Alright, let's go back to that heady speed of 40 miles an hour. Oh, there's a little MPD across the B. Nice. You can stop for water. Not needed to do that yet, other than that one time when Thomas put fish in his tanks. So we're going places. No, yeah, it's Gordon's Hill isn't soon. But first, we're going to Wellsworth. Yay! And again, there's another fairly large set of sidings here, but there's nothing happening. There's also no crossover, so it's only laybys rather than anything more useful. Let's get the speed back up, as this is a climbing grade. I do want to know what the weight thing is, because it says, you know, it's got a imperial metric for weights, but it doesn't, so far, give me any. There we go, nice little red lamp at the back of the train. Need to stop in 0.7 of a mile. I'm only doing 40, this should be fine. Got the signal, but I still need to stop because it's a station. I do like that the exhaust speed changes when you slow down. That's pleasant. Oh, that's a bit sooner than I thought it was. Open the doors. It keeps cutscening me.
James soon arrived at Wellsworth Station. As the passengers began to board, he suddenly noticed the station master talking to someone with a large wooden box.
That's a
I'm sorry,
crate.
but you can't bring this on the train, said the station master. There isn't enough space. You'll need to
Why
wait
is
for a mail
Agent
train later
47
tonight."
waiting for the train?
But I'm performing in an important concert, explained the passenger. And I must get myself and my
Who
piano
takes a
there on time."
piano by train?
James listened carefully, and suddenly an idea came to him. "Excuse me," he called, "but you could try putting your piano into my van. I'm sure it would fit, and it would mean you could get to your concert on time." The passenger was delighted.
Why?
"That's a wonderful idea, James," said the passenger. "What a clever engine you are."
Surely they'd be able to fit in the guards van.
James felt rather pleased with himself.
Oh, that's such a big gap.
"This piano is heavy," moaned the van.
Those vans are rated for 12 tons. Stop complaining.
"Do stop your complaining,"
See?
puffed James. "All this fuss over one wooden
Hey.
box."
Hello.
"The
So there's a
piano
guy
is
who
loaded
wants to
now,
take his piano on the
it's
train.
almost time for us to get going," said James.
You know, as you do.
Well, yeah.
The passenger hurried quickly to their carriage.
How would he ever get good at
Moments
it
later,
without training?
The guard blew his whistle, and James knew it was time to leave.
Who just turns up to a station and it's like, yep, got my piano, let's go. Locked in.
Did you have to drive extra careful to avoid damaging the piano?
I don't. I hope not. I'm not gonna. See, again, there's a lovely little station yard here. You could do loads of stuff there. And so far all I've done is occasionally stop there with passenger trains. We go 40 miles an hour because I've got an unfitted van at the head of the train. And if the Fat Controller wants me to go faster, then he needs to fit me with better brakes.
Upgrade me! Upgrade me! Pop that guy!
Let's just... Oh, I can do free camera. Whee!
So can you just leave your camera there as you disappear off into the distance?
Yeah.
Nice.
I can move the camera too, but...
You just control off of intuition.
Bye, Jay.
Bye! Just leave the camera there like you're using the camera.
I don't want to fail this mission again, I already failed it once.
Nice. How mad was he about the piano?
I don't know if you were there for that bit, but I just completely missed that I needed to stop at a station. And just went straight on through into the crossing gates. Good times. In 1.4 miles, I will get to Marin. And I've got loads of AP points, and I have no idea what they stand for.
Yeah, it's funny, I was just thinking, like,
I've got nearly 7,000 of them now. Oh, this was Gordon's Hill. Right, that explains why I was slowing down a bit.
Actually, I think what led me to think about that was when I was joking about upgrade. It's like...
And so I can't switch out of... I can't switch into neutral or reverse, which is a shame.
I thought that was a cow. It was a rock.
Yeah. There were cows on the line earlier, so...
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
Cows.
that was when I first saw that you could get out and you weren't actually the train.
Yeah. I only have a guard, though. There is a fireman. He lives presumably in the tender.
It's a fireman, obviously he's in the fire.
Ah, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that would make sense. Because, you know, he couldn't uncouple this van for some reason, so we just had to bring it with us. It doesn't seem like I get to choose the whistle all the time, because sometimes it's like, oh yeah, you can, you know, do a nice, like that. Or sometimes it's that. No, it's that again, okay. Right, I need to slow down more.
My truck has a tendency of if you like, you can even accidentally bump the middle of the wheel and just blast out a super loud honk for no reason.
Nice. See, I want to be one of those assholes that fits a secondary air horn. So I can get like the regular horn, but then I want to have like an air horn, so if someone's really annoying, I can be like, meow. Because, you know. Like, it's quite cute with the trams, because the trams around here, they'll get the, like, the little, oh, you know, excuse me, coming through, like, little bell horn. And then other times they'll get the full, like, air horn, get out of the way.
At the next station, Sir Topham Hatt was waiting for James to arrive. He was surprised to see a goods van in front of his coaches. He was just about to ask him about it when the owner of the piano came over to see him. This clever engine and his crew came to my rescue, he explained. They helped me to transport...
Who takes a piano with them?
And James offered to help.
How did he get it there?
Indeed I am.
Did he just pick it up and carry it?
Your quick thinking has helped a passenger in need. And you've once again proven yourself to be a really useful engine.
I don't understand.
Thank you, sir, puffed James proudly. Hey, what about me? cried the van. I had to carry the piano. Sir Topham Hatt turned his attention to the van.
I hear you helped one of my passengers today, he said. So I must thank you as well.
You already have vans in your passenger trains. It's called a brake van.
Perhaps we should consider adding vans to all our passenger trains in future.
That's what BGs are, or CCTs, or govs.
Getting stuck to a goods van wasn't such a bad thing after all. The van was pleased, but a little embarrassed. He wasn't used to getting praise like this, and was looking forward to his next passenger train.
No. Okay. Well. First class engine. There's more missions! Alright. I was gonna stop, but yeah, sure, let's keep going. I got mail vans to carry. According to the picture.
First class engine. Early one morning, Percy arrived back at Tidmouth Sheds.
Where did all of my polygons go?
Morning, Percy, said Thomas.
Can I get some back?
You do look tired. Yes, I am, said Percy sleepily. I was up all night delivering the mail. It seems like there are more letters and parcels than ever. Heh, scoffed James. You're only a little engine. No wonder you struggle to manage those heavy vans. Perhaps Sir Topham Hatt should give the job to another engine, or even Harold.
How would Harold be better at it? He's a helicopter.
I can manage fine on my own.
When you've got multiple, like...
You saying that reminded me of Cranky the Crane. Just
Yeah,
because I haven't
I've
been
not-
thinking about the non-train
I
characters.
don't know if Cranky's in this. Because he's at Tidmouth Docks.
It was Sir Topham
I've only
Hatt
been there
who
once,
just
and it wasn't
arrived.
even really all the way there, so... I'll have to look into it.
James, you think another engine should help take the mail? I think that's a very good idea.
Well volunteered.
I'm sure Percy wouldn't mind the lighter workload for a while.
Percy was pleased, and James looked smug. That was until Sir Topham Hatt continued.
I'm assigning both you and Percy to tonight's mail run. You can help him collect all the letters and parcels that need to go to the mainland.
Oh, nice. That's going to be a Knapford
James
to
was
Vickerstown then.
horrified. But sir, he protested,
not all the way
I'm
to
supposed
Barrow.
to be taking the express in the morning, and I can't do that if I've been busy all night pulling the mail train.
I'm sure Emily wouldn't mind taking the express in your place, James, replied Sir Topham Hatt. Now the decision is final, so I'll hear no more about it.
And Sir
Master
Topham Hatt
negotiator.
turned and
Yep.
walked away.
You're going to do what I say. There's not even an or else. It's just you're going to do what I say.
You literally don't have free will. I don't have to.
Yeah.
I don't have to threaten you. You don't have a choice.
You literally go where I tell you to, because that's your job.
James and Percy had collected their mail vans and were waiting for them to be loaded at Knapford Station.
Anyway, I'm back to enjoying my life as a
Percy
human
was
with
trying to
rights.
explain to James what he had to do, but James was taking no notice.
I feel like James is going to end up in Farquhar Quarry.
You must remember to collect all the bags of mail at each station, explained Percy. Sometimes the mail will arrive by road, so you have to be patient and wait for the van to arrive and be loaded into your train before you leave.
What's that, Skippy? I'm going to not do that.
James was too busy thinking about getting back to his shed and waking up to pull the morning express.
Okay, so I've got mail vans and a brake van.
Just then, the guards whistled.
I can accept that, I guess.
2 engines set off. Good luck, James,
I think they like their
said
jobs.
Percy.
Yeah.
I'll manage fine, thank you, James grumbled.
This would imply that normally Percy
Silly
pulls 4
Percy,
mail vans,
thinking I can't manage a few bags of mail.
which isn't like a lot, but that's still like 200 tons loaded. Power! Come on, James. Come on! Wow, that is such a slow start time. This way, when I said power, I hit W. And nothing happened. Those must be some seriously heavy vans. Also, it's somewhat amusing to me because those are just PM... well, that's a CCT, but on bogies. And with a weirdly wider roof line that actually stops the doors opening. I would free cam it, but I can't be bothered to try and work out how to do that right now. Okay, yeah, see the doors?
Yep, what about them again?
I'm trying to get the angle, so you can't open those doors because the roof is too low.
Oh, not like the game will let you, like, functionally, they are designed...
I mean, I might be able to, I'll find out at the next station, but...
But like you're saying, functionally they are lined up,
yeah.
poorly.
I've seen people make models of them that are correct to the TV show, and they don't work. Is that cranky down there? There are cranes. It is not cranky. But there is another harbour, so it might be that harbour.
And as a prank, we decided to give this one crane a personality.
I know there's a plot
Anyway,
in one of the... it might be one of the films, I've only seen the review of it, where it's just like... one of the other cranes just chirps it up at one point, and then they're like, wait, what, you can speak? It's like, yeah, you just never talk to me, because you're rude. And it's like, oh. Okay, then. It's just been like grumpy, lonely crane on a dock where there's another crane like 200 yards away. Yeah, I don't write the plots, but... There's another crane as well that doesn't have a face, but is sentient. That is, I believe, I think Big Mickey. That is a relic from the Tugs TV show, I think. Nah. Ah, I've got such a good view, guys. Okay, I'm meant to be looking over here, right. There we go. Just hands-free, just vibing. Ah, determined James we have right now. .2 miles to go. I'm guessing these vans are properly rated, but the brake van isn't, so don't want to do more than a 50. Brake van's not known for going fast. To the extent that when they introduced the Freightliner trains originally, the big container ones we have in the UK, they had to pull Mark 1 brakes or BGs because the passenger-rated vans could not, were the only ones that could go fast enough. So in theory, having a brake van at the back of this set is actually not good for the, you know, top speed. Whereas if there was just a, ooh, what is it? It's a van, might be a van P, I'm not sure. There's a variant of these vans that's got a slightly longer bit and it's got a guard compartment in the middle. I've been asked to build one by a customer, so I should probably get on with that eventually. I've got a lot of stuff like that on my to-do list. And it's not that I don't want to do it, it's just... there's a lot to do. I need to stop in 300 yards. Alright. I'm reasonably sure if I had full brakes throughout the train, I could stop a lot quicker. Or at least in a much shorter distance. I probably can already, but I haven't really tested the sort of brake force of this thing. Because it does definitely feel like some vehicles have brakes and other ones don't.
Right, let's get all this mail loaded into the vans. Then we can be on our way.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, that's just rude. Right. I've got to load them into each van?
That's all the mail from this station. Let's get going. The sooner we finish collecting all this mail, the sooner.
Right, we're just gonna have a quick look around because I'm here. I don't think there's like a, time limit or anything. Oh, I'm out. I can't go out of bounds. Okay. Right, we're looking for whistle. Boom. Okay, so is there anything else? Can I go across the footbridge? Let's go. Speed. Is this an efficient use of my driver's time? No. Yes. Am I allowed to just cross the line? Probably not. Will I? Definitely. If it lets me.
Can't stop me.
No train coming. Yeah. By the way, don't do that. Just if you weren't aware that how trains work, that's not allowed. Power. Okay, start this time. So again, I think limited to about 40 miles an hour. It'd be nice if I could just leave the brake van behind. I might have to see if I can do that next time. There's a who flies a hot air balloon at night? That seems risky. Also, the chat is very active. I hope whoever is watching is enjoying themselves. I know I am. Apparently, there are no station staff, so James's driver, being the sole, person in charge of the train, does everything. It's good. Here's Wellsworth Yard. I need to stop in 1.3 miles.
Considering I still have the screen open, I didn't know it'd be.
Power! I probably could go faster, but I'm trying to be, sensible. I don't know, maybe you can do 50 with one of those vans? I don't know. Having done 20 in one of those vans, I wouldn't want to go more than 20. I'm not saying they're, uncomfortable, but if the track isn't good, then you know about it. Okay, I need to stop in 0.7 of a mile's time. Okay, we've got 1,000 yards to go. Wow, a single whistle. That's all I get. Okay, braking seems quite easy with these, so... How risque am I feeling?
Very risky.
Okay, we're gonna give it 150 yards and we're gonna try and brake from 30 miles an hour.
You gotta have some excitement in life.
Yeah, no, that was
Playing
easy.
a-
Okay.
A hardcore Thomas the Train game.
Surprisingly little of it has been Thomas so far.
None of it that I've watched. You've played Thomas.
Yeah.
It looks like the station master is waiting for us.
Why, aye?
Hello, James, said the station master. Some of the mail arriving by road has been delayed, so you'll need to wait for it to arrive. In the meantime, here is the rest of the mail for you. Bother, muttered James. This is sure to make me late now.
Oh no, anyway. Gonna put in this mail van this time.
Come on, driver. We can't afford to be late.
So I'm gonna go do a full lap.
It was right before that I was thinking about how I noticed there's basically no dialogue between the driver and the train. And then he said,
Yeah.
"Come on, driver, can't afford to be late."
Yeah, why would he need to talk to the driver? He is, you know... the driver's the only one there.
Honestly, if the driver is doing stuff, what is the train doing?
I mean, the train's just kind of
Makes
vibing.
it-
Can I...
the train
Oh,
doesn't really have
I
any
get
more
out of
free will than
bounds.
the passenger cars.
Oh, I get the climb up option. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. Okay. It's not just like, nah, go back. Whee! Stand in the driver's position? Why? There's also, like, nothing here. So... Boo. Drive away,
Oh.
you don't want to be late. Oh, okay then. Apparently that's how this works.
Nice.
Wait, James. Wait.
You know, the dialogue at
called
the
the
beginning of the
station
mission
master.
kind of sounded like you might do that kind of thing.
But James
Oh.
didn't
Oh,
stop.
right.
He was determined not to be
Okay,
late
apparently I have to
and
keep going.
wanted to
Alright.
prove he was better than Percy.
And as a result, I will fail the mission structurally rather than
Successfully.
mechanically. Yes, mission failed successfully.
Yes, the storyline makes you want to fail the story, like, mission of the game. Makes you want to succeed this way.
It does beg the question somewhat of, well... Why? Why would you be like, oh, we're here to collect the mail. Oh, but the mail isn't here. Right, so I'm just not going to take it then. Okay.
So I like the idea that you stay there long enough, the game, you know, the game like plays a cutscene where he loads the mail up and, you know,
That would be really good. But I feel like that's not going to
Loads up.
happen. Because James needs to get in trouble for being lazy.
yeah.
So, 1.7 miles
He's
to
not even lazy
Marrow.
because he's doing it because he wants to work more in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of tragic.
Is this Gordon's Hill? I think this is Gordon's Hill.
So,
Feels like Gordon's Hill. It's certainly... Yeah, there we go. Because we passed this signal gantry and then it just drops off the other side. Whee! Part of me does want to find out how fast I can get a train going down this hill.
Skog.
Well, I'm not doing 70 yet, and I've got half a mile to stop. That's enough, right? It might not be enough.
Which cardinal direction you head?
That's a good point. That one. East-ish.
Nice. Because I was just asking just because I had a flashcard of eastern direction. So I got curious. But it just happened to be a perfectly correct flashcard again.
So I'm doing 50 this time. I'm gonna slow down preemptively. I don't want to mess up, even if it's funny. At least this late in the mission. He says, probably messing up anyway. Oh no, maybe not. See, it feels like some of these vehicles have brakes.
As James arrived at Marin Station, the station master ran up to him, looking rather upset.
Do I have to go back?
James, he said, I've had a phone call from the station master at Wellsworth, and he tells me that you didn't wait for the mail to arrive by road. James felt foolish.
You know it.
Now, continued the station master, we have arranged for the mail to be brought here. So please, can you wait for it to arrive? It's vital that this important mail reaches its destination on time.
You say that, but...
This time, James listened carefully, and suddenly an idea came to him. What? If I deliver all the important mail, he thought, then I'm sure that Sir Topham Hatt will say...
I'm not suggesting someone's writing is weak, but...
Maybe even more useful than Percy.
The signaling can just be like, oh yeah, it's James, do not give him the signal until that you have had, like, the station master give approval. Literally just hold you at a red.
Smiled the station master. The mail won't be long now, so you'll soon be on your way again.
Which begs the question, why doesn't the mail just
James
come
waited
here?
for the mail to arrive.
Yes, I was wondering about why the mail
If it's
wasn't just
if it's not much slower by road, why don't they
Yeah,
just
why
take
didn't
it to
have to wait along the
one
road? Yeah.
He heard
central
a car
location?
horn coming from nearby, and then watched as a red post van pulled into the station car park.
The driver cut out and hurled abuse at James.
No, I'm gonna be late to my daughter's wedding. I'm filing a report with your boss. Sir Topham Hatt will hear all about this. You'll be known as a very not useful engine.
The funny thing is, as much as they're going and, oh, here's the mailbags, that was 2 mailbags. That was all of it. So, all of that for 2 mailbags.
Listen, that mail is very vital to the war effort.
Yeah, apparently.
Listen, you didn't hear about the Sodor Rebellion.
Oh, we got a hat.
Did you? Oh, nice. Now you're at 1.
Yeah. Now I can dress like an American character that was never in the UK and was really confusing when it came up in the film.
You know, we were talking at the beginning. You were talking about the beginning about how you don't have a hat.
Was
You can wear the hat.
And James puffed quickly away.
I don't believe you can wear the
He was
hat, no.
determined to make up for
I
lost
don't believe
time.
you can't
He
wait
was
the
even
wear
more
the
determined to
pictures
prove
either.
That he could be as patient as Percy.
Why is everything a competition, James? Just be normal. Like, waiting to have 2 mailbags, and it's like, okay, that was all of the mail. Really? Like, it was at least 5 at the previous station. Like, that made sense. I think that's the junction with Thomas's branch line. No. So the junction with Edward's branch line.
Because I was curious how they would, actually what would happen because we could not, waiting. Windows turns out.
Yeah, it would be funny if...
Waits a little bit later.
Yeah, it'd be funny if the game was just like, nah, you still have to mess up, don't worry. Go back and mess up properly.
The story would go with it.
Every time I look in the cab, this is a little hobbit.
Atlas Hobbit.
Like, I can't even see him if I'm looking down into the cab through the window.
Ghost train! Which would be much more eerie if the train wasn't a person.
Okay, I need to stop in 0.6 of a mile. Let's go! I can probably stop in like 250 yards. Shall we try it? Also, it's this nice bridge. I don't know if I've crossed this one yet today. Not that I've been paying attention to, anyway. That's like the meme bridge. The one that always falls apart in storms.
Ah.
Because, you know, why build it properly? Right, 400 yards and I'm already just losing speed.
Well, no, that's actually a really good point, though. Why build it properly if it's just going to collapse after every storm?
I mean, yes, but it shouldn't collapse. That's the thing.
No. The logic is infallible here. If it's going to collapse after the storms, obviously building it well would be a waste of time.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that the scenario is distressing. Pick up the you're having a giraffe, mate. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing this?
What, the being on the other side is
yeah,
come out, or what?
they're not even on the platform I'm stopping at.
Yeah.
That's just rude. I could have taken the bridge. But I'm going to take the bridge on the way back.
Walk straight across. Could you just walk
No,
straight
I'm not
across
walking
the
straight across. You know, like, have you ever jumped off a platform onto ballast or rail? It sucks. Why was there an invisible wall there? Two mailbags. Really? You made me do all that for 2 mailbags. Like, they've even got a barrow crossing at the end of the platform, right? They could have taken those 2 mailbags across. I am, so clearly they can. Yeah, you can shut up, you smug. Anyway. Power! Now I need to go to Kildane. See, eventually I'll slowly get all like the little collectibles and findables. Hello Dark Reaper 783K2P. I'm gonna call you K2. Hi K2. I'm doing pretty good. This is probably the last mission I'm doing, because I'm approaching 3 hours, and that's normally the upper limit of a live stream people might watch later. I'm just doing a James mission, where James has the fallible logic of, if I just do my job properly, maybe that'll work. As opposed to his previous fallible logic of, if I just don't do my job properly, it'll be okay. Now we're nearly at Kildane. $600 yards doesn't feel like very far sometimes. Okay. I do wonder if there's an option to just have like some signalman scenarios for this. Like, those games probably exist, right? Right? Where are the mailbags?
Oh, you mean like play as the guy who like says red light or green light?
I mean, yes, but with less sort of Squid Game vibes. Really? Oh! Oh! Why? Why would they do this? Why are they over there? Signal me into that platform, I'll just pick them up, you know. Or do that thing where they have the mailbags that you can just scoop up from the side of the line. Right, there are no trains coming. Imagine if you just got wiped out by Gordon's Express just in the middle of picking up mailbags. Like, there's a not a lot of other stuff going on. There we go, there's a painting, there's a couple of mailbags. Is that something under the bridge?
Okay, I mean, like, collecting, like, the hats and whistles, you know, that kind of made sense, but, oh, I just steal paintings off walls all over Sodor. Like, alright, jerk.
James's driver, the renowned art thief. Also, why do I have to put the mailbags in the mail van? When
GTA Grand Theft Art.
I apparently can just carry them. Power! Now you might be thinking, I'm not taking this too seriously, and at this point in proceedings, no, I am not. No, I'm looking forward to when they add more stuff to this game, because having like other trains travelling like in the opposite direction would be nice. You know, like looking forward to getting the twin engines.
You did at one point.
Well, yeah, but like
So
more so, not just like Emily
gotcha.
wants. You know, having the quarry engines, the clay pit engines. You know, other trains doing stuff. I'm from the US, but I grew up with the original UK version of Thomas, the classic model series. Here James I. Thomas was Stuart, who eventually got renamed to Peter Sam. Ah, yes, as in Stuart and Falcon. The Care Stuart tattoo class. I have driven the new build one of those on the Corus Railway when I was working there. Good fun. I've not even seen the Falcon yet. I need to get to that part of the country. So I am 3 miles from Kelsthorpe. Nice. Oh right, okay, yeah, because I'm going to mainland. Oh, this is going to take a while, isn't it? Oh well. Right, so 3 more miles to the next station. There's just kind of nothing here. There's like 2 junctions that don't really go anywhere. I think one of them is Edwards Branch Line, but I don't remember which. Doing a nice 50 miles an hour with my Hobbit. It does kind of confuse me that you can't look out the sides, and you can't look out this side especially. Because this is the side you want to see. Also, if I'm not mistaken, most of the driver's controls are over here. Because you've got the regulator in the middle, and you've got the vacuum brake to the left. But the reverser is on the right-hand side. I don't understand. Also, I don't get why we're not being signalled onto the main for all of this, given that we're, you know, ostensibly an express parcels train. There's a lot of tractors around. Oh yeah, no one's complained about audio, so I'm assuming that's all good. I normally try and balance it pretty well in my, like, trial playing.
During the time I was listening to it before joining here, it was fine.
Good. I probably should have sent the link to a few people. Never mind.
Yeah, I just happened to click notifications on YouTube and see what was going on. Oh, cool.
I asked someone if they wanted to watch later, and they said maybe, and then I completely forgot to send them a link if they wanted to watch. Oopsie doopsie. I mean, I could send them the video, but that, yeah, it's not the same. They can't heckle. Also, it's not got, like, their favourite engine, so I don't imagine they'd be quite as interested. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna watch this later and just be like, "Oh man, why are you talking like that? What did I do?" This is very hands-off so far. Like, I could probably, if I wasn't quite so confident how long it'd take to deal with a printer, just get up, deal with a printer, and come back. I was like, nah, it's fine, this mission won't take long. Like, half an hour later. Probably bump this up to 50 miles an hour, you know, it's not... Like, there's nothing mechanically stopping me from going faster, but... I don't know, I just don't like the idea of that guard just sitting in that van at the back going, "Oh god, slow down." I don't get why you get so many points for being under the speed limit. Like, I understand if it was, like, within a margin, but just under the speed limit as a fixed thing. What station is that? Good question. Okay, 0.6 a mile to Kelsthorpe Road. $900 yards and closing. 30 limit. Okay, yeah, again, I think these vans have got brakes because slowing from 50 to 35 in like a couple of seconds is nice. Oh, I'm being switched way over there. Okay. Wait, what? What? Oh. Okay. I thought I was getting put the other side. Never mind. Right, where's the mailbag going to be this time? Place your bets. Will it be near the station? Will it be like off in like some woods? Up a tree, you know? Got the whistle. Got the picture. Can I get in the van? Oh, I can get in the van. Can I get in the van? Oh, I can't actually get in the van, but I can get in the van. I can't put the bar? I can't do the bar? Oh, okay, fine. So I look on the other platforms real quick. Yeah, we'll look. I'm not in a rush, you know. It's fine. I'm just the express parcels train that's really urgent and has to travel like as quick as it can, which is why James is making excuses for not waiting for the mail. It's fine. They'll give them more time to get the mail in the next station. That looks like a picture. Ka-ching. Passengers must not cross the line except by means of the footbridge. Good thing I'm not a passenger. Do you reckon there's anything over there? I don't think there is. Leroy! Okay. Can I manage to take this seriously for the last leg of the game? Oh, 30 mile an hour junction. I'm thinking pizza after this. Part of me goes, Domino's, then part of me's like, no, you have pizzas in the freezer, eat those. They're like a tenth the price. Domino's is so expensive now. It's like, oh, what's that? You want to get a takeaway? Cool. Start at about 30 quid.
Jesus.
For a pizza delivered. Like, you can get less, but you're getting less. Like, if you want to get, like, a pizza and a side, you're looking delivered about 30 quid. And, you know, it's a good pizza. But is it 30 quid good? No. No, it isn't. When in the, you know, I could go to Aldi after the stream ends, pick, like, you know, go and pick one out for, like, less than £3, and then cook and eat it. I need to not scratch my new tattoo. It's really tempting right now, because it just looks like normal skin now. It's healed really good, but it's only been there for, like, 5 days, so can't do that. I am gaining speed slowly. Ugh. We done, game? Okay, we're gonna change view because that was unpleasant. 1.4 miles to Crovan's Gate. Then on to Vicarstown, which presumably is the town where the vicar lives. There must have been a lot of mail at Knapford, because I have picked up, like, what, a dozen bags?
What? Sorry?
I've picked up like a dozen mail bags or something like that. So I don't think I needed the massive vans. Unless I started with lots. Or if there's going to be loads at this next station. Okay, I should probably start to slow down. That's a 50 board. Distance off, but I still need to stop at the station. So, 400 yards to go, and I'm doing 40 miles an hour. Both signals are off, that's suspect. Like that shouldn't happen. That means there's another train coming, in theory. Oh, I should have braked sooner. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Oh, it was actually okay. I need to go a bit further. There we go. Oh, 5 mailbags. Nice. And a hat. Got another hat. I'm going on an adventure. Let's go. Must be really fun for the station master to get these evening shifts. Oh, didn't even see that. Nice. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I just put the mailbags somewhere near a train and then go home. Oh, cool. Presumably, Gordon gets big express trains that can come down here sometimes. All the signals are off, so it should be safe enough to cross the line anyway. That's definitely how that works. Do not copy this at home. I work at a preserved line where I go if there is a train coming, the signal will be off. Therefore, I will know it's coming a long time before it's even there. So I've already got a painting. That's not how that should work. It's loading it from the wrong side.
Just one more
Power!
stop to make, then we are finished for the night.
15-mile-an-hour junction coming up. Alright. And 500 yards! Ugh. Right, I'm getting a bit faster. I'll just slow down again. We'll be fine. Oh, there we go. There's the Crovan's Gate. That's the narrow gauge railway. feel like there was a little bit more to that than, you know, previously. And I'm guessing that's Croven's Gate Works, although... yeah. Maybe a little improvement feature. It looks a little thin. Right, 15 miles an hour. Oh, now I'm switching on to the fast. Still gotta clear the points. Now I can open the tap for the final... no, not even the final stretch, because I only get to as far as Ballyhoo, and I need to go on to Croven's Gate. Not Croven's Gate, Vickerstown. I'm learning. Geography. Yeah! Power! Oh, I've got another 15 mile an hour. What? Why? How far is that? Ooh, that's 150 yards. Okay. Ooh, break, 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 break. Oh, I'm going off the main line. Okay. Okay, I'm on a branch line. Okay. I do not know the geography of most of this place, so yeah. Forgive my ignorance. Or don't. Right, 1 mile to go. Let's get some speed. But not too much speed. I bet he's well chuffed. So I'm thinking I've got a hot dog stuffed crust pizza, or I've got a cheese stuffed crust pizza. Which would you recommend?
I had a cheese stuffed crust pizza earlier, so I'll recommend that.
Alright. Ah, it's the Trestle Bridge. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say really on this, other than, you know, the sun's... Why is the sun over there? I'm reasonably sure I'm heading north. That's not a good sign. I'm heading south. No, I am heading north. Why is the sun behind me? Oh no. I think I have to go with the That's No Moon line. That's quite quaint. What is that tender bounce? Right, I can probably hit the brakes on the yellow square. Yep. It's nice that there's different styles of bridges. It's a nice touch. 2 more mailbags. Another painting to steal.
My painting now.
Oh yeah, the safety bar's still down. Because it wouldn't let me put it back.
Well, every painting in Sodor has been stolen. What? Every painting?
Only the ones that were placed outside at stations. there's occasional invisible walls, and it's kind of awkward. Oh no, the bar's back up. Okay, whatever. Just gonna go around that invisible wall. Power! Oh, and I've got a 15-mile-an-hour board coming up. This is all very cute and wholesome though, this game. I do want to play more of it, but I'm running out of game to play. Other than just playing the other missions that you can kind of do that aren't story missions. I think my least favourite one so far though of the, hey, here's a mission to play, and it's just drive diesel from Tidmouth to Farquhar. It's legit. That's all you do. And when you get there, you finish the mission, and then you go on to the next one. And you're just driving a shunter that can do about 15 miles an hour. About 15 miles. Or it feels like that, at least. And because the last bit of it's all uphill, you have to be constantly fevering the accelerator. So in 0.7 miles I need to slow down. Oh, I'm doing a way over speed. It said I just got points for driving under the speed limit when I'm doing 5 above. I don't think the game's okay. I mean, I'm not complaining, but... Is this a tunnel? It's a junction. Ugh. 200 yards. There we go. Made it. Okay. What? Why am I on the... Oh, am I on the main? Does this count as the main? Because to me this would be the down line. And there's Henry's Tunnel again. Sans Henry. There was a book. Oh, I'm going to have to come back there at some point and stop, get out, and pick up the book that is just outside the tunnel. And the book, if I'm not mistaken, is the sad story of Henry. Which would make sense, given, you know, the proximity. Driving under the speed limit, hooray! Now, you know, I would say, from the outside perspective, this mission has taken ages, has been very repetitive, but it's been a nice drive. You know, not something I think I'll do again anytime soon, but the yard shunting ones with all of their janky physics are quite fun. Yeah, you can tell the train is unhappy about how fast it's going because everything is just writhing. Which is why I wasn't going that quick. So in 1 mile I need to slow down. Except I don't. In theory, the time is in real time, so if it takes me an hour to get somewhere, it has taken me an hour. ...600 yards, and I need to stop. Okay, so we're going to slow down a little bit. 300 yards. I need to be doing less than 70. But we are on the approach to Vickerstown. Oh, well that was not... What? You had a 70 board. Don't throw me a 20 without indicating. That's just rude. Now I'm going too fast. Except it says I'm not, so I don't know. Okay, I reckon if I hit the brakes now... What? What? Why did that go slower?
James arrived at Vickerstown Station and was feeling pleased with himself. He had collected all the mail and tried his best to make up for lost time.
I was meant to do that. Whoops.
Percy was already there waiting for him. And so was Sir Topham Hatt.
Does this guy not sleep?
James was worried what he would say about him not being patient and waiting for the mail.
You'd say that's the correct thing to do. That's literally your job.
There you are, James, said Sir Topham Hatt. I've heard from several of the station masters that you've done a good night's work, Sir Topham Hatt smiled. I've also heard that there was a small incident at Wellsworth Station, he added. But you put things right and have made sure that all the mail arrived on time. You have once again proved to me that you are a really useful engine, and a first-class one at that.
Hooray.
Well done, James, puffed Percy excitedly.
Just beg the question,
James
where did
felt
Percy
so
go
proud.
amongst all
He
this?
thought his boiler would burst.
Like, I could understand if they, like, leapfrogged and went to, like, alternate stations, but... Okay,
Different route.
1 hour 50. Was that actually an hour 50? Because I feel like that was at most an hour, but it was probably an hour. I don't know. 23.57 miles. Hooray. Yeah. Continue playing. I can load a checkpoint. I don't think so. Right, well I hope people that watched that enjoyed watching it, because that was quite fun. But it's 10 o'clock at night now, and I'm kind of tired. So, I hope you all have a lovely day. And if you don't,